Okay, well, Jack. Okay, so it's a simulation. In one argument, I'm giving the actual thing. It took literally. This is me going. This is compiling this list here. Everything that's about to happen. It's 2 to 4 pages. Super fast tech. I mean, it could be elaborated on because there's like the whole flexibility thing when you argue the unknown. It's about it. I'm gonna get off that though. Going one argument. Let's just argue it like a simulation. No, this is stupid as hell to do. These are the goals. One world state, and all the earmarks, really it's just end world hunger, world peace, immortality, singularity, technology. Right there's 5 things. World peace, ending world hunger. They help the immortality one. The next one world state, helps everybody be unified until there's no war. At some point, there'd probably be a war, or there would not be a war. Depends on how this plays out. Okay. These are the things that are accepted by society, that are argued culturally on the planet as this is okay. These are okay, these are not okay, yeah. Those are the things needed to hit Kardashev scale 1. You have to achieve one world state outright. That's the outright logic of that. You have to achieve one planet ruled by one nation. It's the outright logic. You could have a Kardashev 6 technology, and you would never get to stage 1 without that one limit right there. But our no. It's the equivalency of saying, I have all my Mintat dots, but the first dot Mintat. Seriously? So you're not a Mintat at all, then? Yeah. If anything, I'm walking like yellow belt until someone argues to be game about it. The crepitus, which when brought up, was, do you have a copy of my soul you're broadcasting every single thing to at the exact same moment while simultaneously saying those exact same things? For me to know that you'd be doing it before me to actually be doing the activity of doing it. It's like me doing it, not you. Because that defeats the purpose. I feel like you're brainwashing me or doing something in control. This is a separate subject from the simulation itself. So I'm putting it to the side, knowing these are things to argue. Knowing if I'm not able to think, then I can't actually do those things. One world state, that's what you need. Everyone's going, I'm anti-one world state. That makes no sense. Yeah, drop crime. I'm anti-dropping crime. That makes no sense. Immortality. I'm anti-immortality. That makes no sense. These are all the arguments of everything everybody would want to achieve. World peace. I like that one. Why would you not just do one world state then? In one argument, world peace is just the equivalency of saying it's a one world state because there's no reason for every nation to be fighting. Culturally, there's no actual division between any of the cultures on the planet in this simulation. We can just argue these icons as the actual nations themselves that make a difference on the planet. Yeah. What about aliens and stuff? In under a second, in one world state mode, we'd be the aliens exploring the universe. I have no reason to not do that, actually. Outright. Yeah. Showing up. I'm xenophobic. That's my borderline protocol, knowing I'm okay with them. The only reason I'm xenophobic, it's the same as me going, I'm an American. I don't want to sell farmland to foreigners. I don't want to sell land to foreigners. That's like immigration, it's like a thing. No corporate shell. Yeah. Oh. No. I'll sell you my goods. I don't want to sell you the land where I make my goods to sell to you. I don't even want to sell it to you, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Yeah. But America's like, yeah, America world police, yeah. Can't stop that. It's fantastic. Also, huge cultural check on the wins. Outright. Yeah. You know what it is? It's UN. United Nations. These are all the chairs of the United Nations, all the countries of the world in the United Nations. This is the cultural influence of these countries. It's really just like 5 or 6. I argue it's just America, China, UK, France, India. Yeah. That's pretty much how I argue it. Oh, and Russia. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I always drop Russia. Maybe because I don't know. Point is, those are pretty much all the countries that matter, right? The Eastern European nations. It's a block outright. I would just tell them to just become one country until they argue with UN. It's like a financial thing, really, but it's like that. Yeah. At one point, I can't actually say, like, they have to achieve one world state. I cannot go to war with those people with my population. I cannot go to war with those people with my population. That right there's a big thing. I want to point out in the simulation, there's a mineral cap. At some point, we run out of materials. Metals, woods, food. That is the long life simulation, right? It's argued it's just like a few things. And me going, I'm a ghost. And it doesn't matter to me too much inside the simulation, except I'm knowing how to do the simulation. Yeah. But that simulation is me going, I'm not doing this. In reality, all of this is about force. I can't understand why you would even try to make somebody upset and angry. I want you to go talk to people out on the side in real life about this stuff. I did that one time. I did it immediately, actually. Yeah. That's like stupid and bad. I'm in a simulation. Obviously, it's not the case. I don't even bother. I just go to nowadays. Yeah. Now, when you break it down to these are all the. This is the life. This is the 20 or 20 versions of it. What like could happen and whatnot. The whole pages, yeah, whole versions, and like move to different like zones. It's like this is really just like this is my answer. This is my answer. This is my answer. Some of it's really a fun model, yeah. But still, it's argued in a different version. This is like just a few seconds of actual work outright being done. Yeah, we have to argue and what no one really is allowed or can. Everyone knows actually in my head, right? When it gets to argue to just like a bare minimum. That's a problem. Yeah, it is a problem. Yeah. And to be fair, actually, it's like nobody knows. It's just like a few people. Well, you just actually paid attention like a bare minimum. Yeah. Alien technology. I can just ignore all this stuff really immediately. Yeah, same. Yeah. But it's because they're ghosts, right? No. There's actual reasons. You wouldn't do that. Yeah, you would. That's weird. No.
I'm not going to touch those. Ugh.
Oh wow, there's so many more than there's like a second ago. Oh no, oh. I knew how this was going to go down. I argued it. It's about your focus. If they can win his argument. The answer is no. If it's world domination. Outright. Without, because if they have to do a few things. Oh, yeah, it's that. They have to do a few things. Let's just argue world domination, like it's a fun one. Yeah, how do I take over the planet? You have to do those stuffs immediately. The hallmarks. Seriously? Yeah. Do my economy is self-sufficient. It's not reliant on anything that would make a bad picture of self. Or nation. No. Really, it's not just self, it's nation, not right. The nation. And world domination mode is literally a reflection of you. This is everybody being outright good in these arguments, right? Right, yeah. Excuse me. They have to literally be able to. Well, the earmarks. Okay, they all have food. We ended world hunger nationally. Everyone in my country has food. That's how we start this off. Nation. Don't even bother with world politics. Nation. Is my nation self-sufficient? And it's like, yes, it is. Are there improvable measures? Yes, there is. Healthcare. They're not dying, they're living long. They have room to grow. They have population. Everything's going okay food-wise. Healthcare, food, it's good. Money, quality of life. That's what I'm going to argue. This is where I can mildly turn into a Chinese man, Japanese man. I'm destroying the homeless population, and everybody isn't exactly, like middle class. They're all middle class, really. There's no low class. You have to be really bad to be low class. You have to just not do all the stuff that a middle class person would do. Yeah. Like, China's like economic monthly income. If that was US dollars, it's the most hilariously gift horse kick in the mouth to the entire planet in time paradox. 441 USD a month. No homeless poverty and trash. There was no reason for you to be doing this activity of being a criminal scumbag. Unkempt. Awesome. People have personalities, I give that to them. Yeah. Okay, so, like, Teen Time Paradox. Yeah. Yeah, it is. In modern time, I believe, about $441 they get in China. It's not USD, but you know what I mean. Yeah. That sounds weird. Yeah. Not even just like youth, but like, yeah, like, it's bad. Time paradox. That's the joke piece. You don't have to be acting like a homeless person with no money. One thing is, you don't encourage things, but my individual, you don't encourage some of these things out loud. Okay, so ending world hunger. That's like the easy fun one. You gotta eat food. Be fun about it. It's aliens. You're technically eating hive minds every day. No, they're animals. Right there, that's the answer. Yeah, that's the answer. Hive minds, yeah. How do I do this? USDA approved. It's so easy. These are all the things that people have to eat to get by. This is the science of getting by. Seriously? Yeah, it's that easy. It's that easy of an argument immediately. Yeah. That's not right. No, you have to eat that much food to literally survive. But I can survive on potatoes. No. What do you mean, no? Good, you need protein. That's right. Where was my, like, armor? Spider Slayer. I just claimed it. Where is my... I just won the armor combat, yeah. Kill. Kill. Where's my Spider Slayer? Oh, I left my headboard. The Eastern Player Trading Company again. Seriously, where's my spider? Here we go. Let's make this up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. The D-O-R-I-N-E sounds pretty cool. But I want to go with this Arctic Canadian vibe. Yeah. I like wooden raven horns. Man, I look pretty. Look pretty enough. No, it's scientifically proven, by the way. My dwarf body is actually harder than like a lot of females. It's just too real in the actual physical human sense. When I make it like when I had long hair, and like which to be fair is actually probably like a little bit unreal. But like I just feminized it. It's too real in appearance for actual people to handle well. It's super hot. Just acting like a female a little bit. It's too. It's
If I
weird.
could summon that platform to
Bad
me, I
boy
could
reason.
likely get on it.
But yeah, World Hunger. All it is just bombing and a few other things.
Another puzzle.
Doing it in a safe, manageable
If
way.
Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
Yeah, a safe, manageable way. It's pretty easy to. Oh, what some of this would be.
Incendio!
This is what I did when I did this. I set up a computer that's been argued forever. It just puts up the issue by going 15. We've heard this before. This guy is literally someone who cannot forget. Every one of these arguments at one time. He's not just heard these arguments, he knows how to respond to these arguments. His intent and planning on achieving the long-term goal. Sure or not. I mean, yeah, long-term goal. Yeah, that means is that Jackdaw's corpse? He just died in the cave? Yeah, ignore me, spiders. So tiny, still everywhere though. I don't want to. Most horrifying moment I can imagine. Walking down like a sewer pipe, the walls just start moving in the shadows. That's not a shadow, that's an army of spiders crawling at you. World
I'm glad
peace.
Richard Jackdaw
He
left
just
a
means
little
not
something
fighting
behind
with
for
people
me,
like
but
anyone.
where could he be?
It's just not going to war. Yo, Slade's not going to war. Yeah, it's that easy. But that means if we can't go to war, then we can't actually just take over the planet. The actual answer to minimize something, if I'm being outright honest, is espionage. It's espionage and economics. Yeah. I don't want to like. I mean, like I. Like,
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
wait, you. I don't know why I'm doing this. I mean, yeah, I should talk to people.
Chest. Jackdaw wasn't very
Don't worry
thorough
about
in
it.
his
Yeah,
search of this
gotcha.
cave.
Ridiculous. Yeah. I know this one. It's a demo.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him. Incendio! Accio!
This battle cave is wild. It's horrifying to imagine, but this stuff used to exist all over the planet without a doubt. Dinosaurs, I mean, come on, they're everywhere. I would have tried like a bull at one point. Can't make it up. Whoa, 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 a-hole! That's not possible, you broke physics. Yeah, come on now. Yeah. I think this was Spider. Yeah. Yeah, popped off with gas and stuff. Yeah. Thought I saw a spider jump out. I couldn't hear that a second ago. It just sounds like water moving. Chugging. Yeah, it's scary.
Incendio!
Oh, just check
Not a
that.
headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this. Here. Incendio! Here.
You'll respond as well. I checked that thing there a second ago. Simulation camouflage. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. That's cool, if I'm not mistaken.
Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
I know this makes me happy to do as a person, but like in the national sense. At what point do we lose our roots? Yeah. Well, that makes a different story altogether. One activity of this is just the process of change. There are things I would never actually prove of. Yeah. There are things I'm never going to be approving of at all, any format. And that's a personality thing. But like, to be fair, it's very few, very, very far between. Things the world takes our time.
There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackson. Stupefy. Leviosa. Incendio. Taylor. Stupefy. Stupefy. Incendio. Stupefy. Stupefy. Leviosa. Taylor. Incendio. Leviosa.
Oh, there's two of them.
Incendio. Leviosa. Stupefy. Stupefy.
I don't think you better Leviosa's big enough to.
Incendio. Stupefy. 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 Incendio. Stupefy. Stupefy.
Doing damage to that. I don't know why it's not going down. There it goes.
Stupefy.
Well, with the icon there, like, it's almost impossible to have it focus.
Stupefy.
They're not super easy in comparison to other rules, but
Stupefy. Farewell, Minister. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? I'll need to look around for the symbol. thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him.
We'll play.
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
Ah. Oh, accident's happened. Super soft. I'm not trying to be a super great YouTuber, by the way. Don't really have a reason to do it. Just spending time with that.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages.
Called me mad for looking down inside. Walk around. Take my dog and stuff. It was pretty, I know you're going. There's nobody looks down, they walk. Leaves me now. I have to destroy these three as fast as possible. Or four, I'm not sure. Might be one. A lot of them, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna wait on them. It's gonna use the restroom. I'll eat breakfast as well.